Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Anything Goes. My name's Andrew Dika, and today I'm proud to be joined by Morgan Sellamuthu. Morgan, how you doing, my man?
Yeah, I'm great, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, so it's been since last September, even prior, since I last caught up with you, probably even June, July time. So we had a little brief interview there. I just want to take you back a little bit. Where did the desire come from to become a professional boxer?
Well, it all started when I was a kid. Like, my dad got me into kickboxing when I was about 4 years old, and I started doing that. And then by about the age of 8 and 9, I started representing England in kickboxing, like fighting in Spain, and I fought in Scotland, like won world title and that. And then my dad took me to like the local gym just to work on my hands for it. And then just from there onwards, I just started boxing. Went to a couple of gyms. Then I ended up down Camberley for a bit as an amateur, and then boxed on my amateur career at Camberley, started my professional career up there with Charlie, and then yeah, then it just went from there. It was just like I don't know, it just feels normal for me to get into a ring. It's all I've ever known is to fight. It's what I'm
And,
good at. Mm.
and people ask the question, did boxing choose you or did you choose boxing?
It's a hard one. Like I don't know, because it's all I've ever known. It's like I don't know, like I couldn't be without boxing. Like it's drummed into me, and it keeps me. It sounds mad, but it keeps me sane.
Hmm.
It keeps me going, like keeps me busy. I'm one of these people. My mind's got to be busy. I got to be busy. I can't sit about. And I find with boxing, I'm constantly on the go and busy with it, and it's nice because like my kids are starting to like it now as well. So it's nice. It's starting to get like passed down now to the next generation of my family.
And I saw your missus posted a little picture of the little one.
Yeah, my little boy, little Morgan,
Yeah.
he absolutely adores boxing. Like we sat there watching telly on a Sunday night. I'm watching a film, and he go, "Dad, Dad, Dad." I go, "What?" And next thing he's doing press ups in the middle of the front room. Then he starts shadow boxing and stuff like that. My little girl likes it. She likes to come with me and train and that. So
Do
yeah,
you
it's
ever feel
good.
like putting them into the pro scene, or do you feel like you could never have that?
I don't know, but me and my missus were talking about it the other day. Like, I'd love him. Like, even if my little girl wanted to box, I would be more for it. Go for it. Do you know, I'll never stop her. But I don't know. Like, I would like them to do boxing, and on the other hand, would I like them to get their brains punched in for a sport? That's the only thing. Like, it's where I'm their dad. It's a bit like, oh, would I be able to sit there and enjoy watching them fight, or not? I don't know. I think it's one of them. Like once, I think it's got to happen before I realise what it's going to be like, sort of thing.
Yeah. And a lot of people say it in this sport, especially in MMA and boxing as well. It's harder when you're watching your stablemate or someone else fight than yourself because you can control what you're doing. You can't control
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It is a bit like, yeah, you do get nervous and stuff like that. Like when I go and watch my brother fight, because my brother does the unlicensed, I go and watch him. I get a bit like my heart starts going. I'm thinking, oh, what we're doing, like it's weird. Like I prefer being in there myself than being on the rings, being on the outside.
And talk about it there. So last time I saw you in person, unfortunate result. Talk about the Holly Collinson fight, the rematch, and what do you make of that?
Yeah, it was a great fight. Me and Harley have been in two entertaining fights, and at the end of the day, he was the better man on the night, and he beat me sort of fair and square. Fair play to him, and like he's gone on to good things, like boxing Ajago and that. Done well, I think, against Kevin Ajago. And yeah, like we both had two great fights, and we sort of like just left it there. Now, like we've done our bits, we've had two fights, and that's sort of like water under the bridge now.
Do you think you could revisit that, or would you leave it there?
I'll just leave it there now. Like we've had two fights now, and well, I think we're both going on different paths now, sort of thing.
And do you feel like you won the second fight?
I've watched it back so many times, and no, I think I wasn't my best that night, and he beat me fair and square. Like no excuses. He got the result, and like he was the better man.
And talk about it there. Another controversial decision where I feel a lot of the fans will go different on this one compared to the Harley one. Kevin Revell at your call. What did you make of that? And do you feel like it was merited a draw, or do you think you'd done enough to win it? Because both fans say he won, your fans say you won. I see a lot of boxing pundits and analysts think you won on the night and did enough.
I thought I'd done enough. Really, I started quite slow. I lost the first couple of rounds, but I felt like I brought it back to win the decision. Like after the fight, I went over to Ian, my trainer, and then my dad and Charlie. I went, I've done enough. I've done this. They're like, yeah, you've done it. It's done. Then I thought, all right, them three are my biggest critics. They'd tell me straight if they didn't think I'd done enough. And I personally felt like I'd done enough as well. And I thought I'd done enough to get the decision, but it's one of them. Like, I ain't gonna make it. I don't cry about things like that. I don't moan. It is what it is. Like, it's one of them, isn't it? You can't go back and do it. Do you know what I mean? That decision's been made now.
Of course. And again, similar to the last question, would you ever entertain a rematch with Kevin, or do you feel like you just move forward?
Yeah, I would like a rematch with Kevin, obviously, because where it's a draw, I'd like to right that wrong, obviously. But it's one of them. It's got to be at the right time. It's got to be the right fight, and what we're looking for as well, sort of thing.
Hopefully for like a Southern area or a title on the line, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It's got to be worth it. Do you know what I mean?
Of course. And then talk about this. So, on this Saturday, the 15th of November, you fight Alfie Gaskin for the Commonwealth Youth title. When did this fight come about? And just talk about, and oh, just before I go on to that, you had a little in between fight, like a warm up against Josh Cook. What was that about? How's that?
That was good. It was good just to get back to winning ways. Stuff we've been working on in the gym, start working on that, and just get a bit of ring rust. Where I've come off a loss and a draw, we wanted to get that rust back off, get two fights in before the big one. And so now I'm firing off all cylinders, ready to go, sort of thing. So I've stayed sharp.
And what did you make of GBM's tournament on Saturday in Hull?
Oh, do you know what? I watched that and so I thought it was quality. It was so good. It was a good tournament, and I was so happy Aussie won.
Yeah. Fellow boys you've been on the same shows with, and do you like that kind of format, 3 rounds, or do you think it's not enough to really get going?
Uh Personally, I would not be very suited for that sort of style as a 3 round fight. I'm better on like the 8 to 10 round fights because yeah, I prefer the longer distance. I'm not very good at the short, but I can do it. I'm not saying I can't, but I benefit more in the later rounds, longer fights.
And on the 15th of this month, Saturday the 15th of November, Alfie Gaskin versus Morgan Sellamuthu for the Commonwealth Youth title. How did this come about and fighting for your first professional title?
It sort of come about like my manager Charlie rang me and he said like, "Oh, we got a fight." I said, "Oh yeah, sound like we were looking at Gaskins for a little while before I'd be a good 50-50, both like ready to step up, like ready to go." And they said have offered us the fight, and I said, "Yeah, let's go for it," sort of thing. Like I'm up for it.
Do you read anything into Alfie's career so far? 8 wins, 1 loss. I've been there for a few of his fights. Have you ever watched Alfie or studied him, or you just leave that to your coach?
I've watched a little bit, like obviously when the fight got made, and I thought I'll have a little bit look on YouTube, but I don't go off too much of what's on there because people change through their careers. Do you know what I mean? Like you're never the same person when you get in there. But really, like my team, like Ian and Charlie and that, go involved, and they look into it and then make a game plan. Obviously, Ian makes the game plan for the fight. But yeah, it's going to be a good fight.
And he's got one stoppage. You don't have one yet. Do you reckon there could be a stoppage in this fight?
I reckon the way I'm looking at the minute, there's a high possibility because I will be. I'm not saying I am looking for it, but if it's there, I'm
Yeah.
taking it definitely.
And talk about that Commonwealth Youth title. Obviously, this pushes you on to fight for the silver, for the proper one, and then go on to fight for other titles. You're not looking ahead, but what would it mean to you to become Commonwealth Youth Champion and also to have your first ever title?
Oh, I mean the world to me. Like I've since this fight's been made, I've been promising my two kids at home, like Daddy's going to bring the belt home, Daddy's going to bring the belt home, and just to see their little faces because they'll be at the fight Saturday night, and just to see their faces when I go up to them with the title around my waist is just going to mean everything to me.
And instead of the baubles and the ornaments, would that be nice to wrap around the Christmas tree and have it on the bottom?
Oh, definitely. My Christmas tree's up already. Anyway, mine
Ah,
got put up weekend. I tried to talk her into it to put it back a week, but she wanted to do it this weekend. So I don't know. She might let me put it on there. She might not.
early Christmas gift. Would that be one of the best Christmas gifts in a long time?
Yes, definitely, 100%. Like your first title is special, and it's like your pro debut. That's special. But
Mhm.
winning your first title, like that could be, I win that, and then say 20 years down the line, I'm sat at home and I'll go into the loft or something, and I'll bring it out. And I think, God, I won this 20 years ago, my first ever pro title. Like it's memories.
Yeah, and you've done that. So, what do you bring to the table that Alfie Gaskin doesn't? And have you seen his strengths? Have you seen his weaknesses? What do you see?
Obviously, like I feel like I am the more experienced boxer. Like I've been in the harder fights, but like Alfie's good at what he does. Do you know what I mean? He is. I'm not saying he's not a great boxer because he is a good boxer. He's very skillful. He's very well schooled. Do you know what I mean? He comes out of a great gym in the Peacocks.
Mm.
Mm. I don't know. I just feel like my style, how I'm looking at the minute, is going to push me through to the victory.
And do you believe we discussed this earlier off camera? Do you believe I'd consider to say you've had three step ups in your career so far? Would you say he's had one, or do you regard S.A. Smith too early because S.A. Smith was 1-0 at the time and that was his only ever loss? Do you count that as a step up, or because he wasn't the man that he ended up becoming in terms of Southern Area champion and beating and having draws against River Wilson Bent and fighting George Liddard?
Yeah, I would count S.A. Smith as a step up because he was undefeated. Do you know what I mean? 1-0. And like, I don't know, it's a hard one. Like, yeah, S.A. Smith is a step up. Like, he is good. Do you know what I mean? Southern Area champion. Do you know what I mean? He's been in with some good boys. And he ain't no mug, though, S.A. Smith, is he? He's strong, he's big. But yeah, I'd say that is a step up for him. Yeah, S.A. Smith.
And how do you beat Alfie Gaskin on the night?
Listening to my trainer. Everything my trainer says, I listen to him and do everything he says and have belief in my team and just do what I got to do, switched on, and just be me in there. I've just got to be myself in there.
And if you had a final prediction, stoppage, knockout, or just 10-round or clinical performance?
I don't know. Obviously, if the stoppage is there, I'm going to take it. If not, it's going to be a clinical performance by me.
And do
Best anyone's ever seen me yet.
and do you have any holidays planned or any getaways planned or just
I
relax and
don't,
take it in?
Obviously, it's Christmas coming up, so I've two back-to-back fights. Obviously, after this one, I'm having a little break with the kids, Christmas and that. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind going on holiday, but then I think Christmas coming around the corner.
Mm.
You got to save the pennies at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's not like the 30 grand on Aussie's fight, so yeah.
I'll be shredded to buy.
Yeah, that would be unreal. And not to look ahead, but if and when you do win this fight, let's put it there. Where do you see yourself going, or do you not look ahead at the minute?
Obviously, I'm not looking ahead at the minute. I've got a job at hand on the weekend. I've got a tough job at hand on the weekend. I need to get through first, and then I'll sit down with my team, and then we'll plan the next route sort of thing. Hopefully, it's on the big shows. So we'll see what happens.
Penultimate question before I let you go, Morgan. What's your one motivational message for fans to block out the outside noise, block out the negativity, block out the haters, and follow and pursue their dreams?
Just don't let people beat you down. People are going to say through your life you're going to be nothing. You're nothing. Do you know what I mean? You can't do nothing with your life, but do you know what I mean? Fuck them off and go and do your own thing. Head down. Do you know what I mean? Motivate yourself. I know it's going to be hard in the long run, but every step you take is better in yourself and getting you to your goal.
God bless my man. And final message just before I let you go. Alfie Gaskin versus Morgan Sellamuthu one more time, November 15th for the Commonwealth Youth Super Middleweight title. Sell it to the fans. What's your final message for fight night and final message to everyone that will be tuning online and in the arena?
Obviously, tune in Saturday night because you know full well when you come and watch me fight or watch me fight, I'm always in an all-out war. And it's going to be a fight you're not going to miss. And there's definitely going to be some fireworks and some spanners in the work.
God bless Morgan. See you
Cheers,
Saturday night. Thank you.
Cheers, buddy. God bless. Bye.